The old you doesn't fit anymore, and the new you isn't fully here yet. You are not behind, friend. You are just in between versions of yourself, and nobody warned you that this in between was gonna feel this lonely, okay? But don't worry, I got you. Let's get into it. Hey friend, Confident and Empowered is your weekly reminder you are that girl. Every episode is a new conversation, a new framework, a new invitation to show up as the most powerful version of yourself. Subscribe and pull up a seat because this community is exactly where you belong. Hey, welcome back to Confident and Empowered Women, the podcast where we keep it all the way real. We pour into each other and we do not play small around here. I'm your host, Letitia, and friend, I am glad you are here today because this one hit me in a place that I needed to talk about because I know there is a woman listening to this right now who has been doing the work. She's been showing up. She's been choosing herself, saying the affirmations, doing the journaling, setting the intentions, and yet and still feels off. Like she is in between, not fully who she was anymore, but not completely who she's becoming yet either. And instead of recognizing that as growth, she's been quietly wondering if she's behind, if she missed something, if everybody else got a memo that she somehow did not receive. But friend, no worries. I see you. And we are talking about all of that today. Here is what I need you to understand before we get into anything else. The in-between is not a punishment. I know it feels like it, but it's not. It is not a sign that you are doing something wrong, and it's not evidence that you missed your window or that you're too late or that somehow life has passed you by. The in-between is where the transformation actually happens. Think about it like this. You know how when you are getting a renovation done on your house and it looks absolutely terrible in the middle? Sometimes it even looks worse than before it even started. There's dust everywhere. There are walls knocked down. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. And you are standing there thinking, why did I even agree to do this? But you didn't stop the renovation because it looked messy in the middle, because you knew something better is being built here, something that is going to be worth every single uncomfortable day of this process. Friend, that is you right now. You are mid-renovation, and the mess you see when you look around, that is not failure. That is construction only. Okay? Okay. So now that we got that squared away, next, I want to talk about this idea that the in-between is somehow wasted time. Like you're just sitting in this waiting room, waiting for your real life to actually start. And friend, I need you to cancel that thought immediately. Because it is a lie. The in-between is not a waiting room. It's a workshop. This is where God, source, universe, or whomever it is that you believe in, this is where the deep work in you is actually happening. This is what your next level requires. But here's the truth. You cannot carry the weight of what is coming with the same mindset you had before. You cannot step into the next version of your life with the old version of your beliefs still running the show. So this season, it is doing something. It is stripping away what no longer serves you. This is really the shedding process, and it's building your capacity. This is where you're expanding your tolerance for discomfort. So when the next level comes, and it is coming, friend, that you are actually ready to hold it. So instead of asking yourself, why is it taking so long? I want you to start asking yourself, What is this season building in me? Because that's the real question, the one that will change everything. Now, friend, let's talk about this loneliness, okay? Because I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't actually address this part of the journey directly. The in between can feel so incredibly lonely. And here's why. When you start to level up, your energy shifts. Your tolerance for certain conversations, certain behaviors, the things that used to feel so comfortable, they start to feel misaligned. And the people around you, even the ones who love you, they don't always know what to do with this new version of you that is emerging. So you start to feel like you don't fully belong anywhere. You've outgrown where you were, but you haven't fully arrived where you're going yet. And that gap, that space in between, can feel like the loneliest zip code you have ever lived in. But here's what I want you to hear. The lonelies are not rejection. The loneliness is redirection. It is your life making room, making space, clearing out what was never meant to make it to your next chapter, so that what is meant for you can actually find you. Because here's the thing, friend, the connections, the relationships, the community that are aligned with who you're becoming, they don't know how to find your old address. They are looking for the new you. And you have to be willing to sit in that lonely in between long enough to let them catch up to where you're going. So friend, trust and believe. You are not behind. You are on a divine timeline. And this one, I really need you to sit with it because I think this is where most of us get caught up the most. The comparison trap. Because nothing will make the in-between feel more unbearable than scrolling through somebody else's highlight reel and deciding that it's evidence that you're behind. She got the promotion. She's in the relationship. She launched the business. She seems to have it all figured out. And here you are sitting in the middle of becoming, still in the gap, still waiting on your renovation to be done. And I just want to ask you something really quick. Do you actually know what is happening behind her highlight reel? Do you know what she cried about last Tuesday? Do you know what she is carrying that she's not posting about? Because friend, comparison is always going to be a losing game because you are comparing your behind the scenes to everybody else's highlight reel. And that's not a fair fight. Your timeline is not late. Your timeline is not slow. Your timeline is intentional. Every detour, delay, every season that felt like it was taking longer than it should have, it was doing something in you that the shortcut never could have done. Okay? You are not behind her. Matter of fact, you're not behind anyone. And you can't be late to your own life. You are on your own divine assignment. And the version of you that is coming, she needed every single day of this season to become who she is about to be. So stop penalizing yourself for being exactly where you are supposed to be. Okay, this is for the woman who is ready to take everything that she just heard and actually do something with it. Because if this podcast has been speaking to you in the way that I think it has, you are going to want the main character momentum builder in your hands. Friend, this is the digital guide for the woman who is finally ready to get clear on who she actually is, start trusting herself for real, and walk fully into her main character energy. Not perform it, but live it. And it is all in the show notes. So go ahead and pause and grab it right now. Okay, friend, you know I cannot leave here without giving you your self-love two-step. Because I don't just want this to feel good in your earbuds. I want you to actually walk away with something you can use this week. Okay. So, step one is the reflection. I want you to grab your journal. And if you don't have one, friend, no worries. Your notes app works just fine. Okay. We are making this simple. And I want you to write down this question and answer it honestly. What is this in between season trying to build in me that I couldn't have developed any other way? Not what it's taking, not what it's costing you. Write down whatever comes up without editing, filtering it, just the real honest truth, because that answer, that is your compass for this season. Step two is the action. This week, I want you to identify one area of your life where you have been rushing the process, where you have been so focused on getting to that, you've been missing out on what the journey is trying to teach you. And then I want you to make a conscious decision to be present in that area this week, not to fix it, not to force it, just to be in it with intention and trust that it's working even when you can't see anything happening just yet. Okay? Okay. Now, friend, before we move on, I have to just say this to you because I know this space all too well. I have cried tears in this space. I have been frustrated. I have felt disappointed. I have been ultimately discouraged, friend, being in this in between space. So I'm saying this to you from my heart to yours, from the old version of me, and wish I could have said to her today. I'm sharing that with you because when I was in my dating desperately season, friend, for a decade-ish, there was nothing I wanted more than to fast forward through all of those years so that I could hurry up and just get to my husband already, okay? I dreaded the dating process so much. It was so daunting and just draining, if I'm being so honest with you. And I just wanted to press fast forward and just be where I was supposed to be to meet the man of my dreams. And if I would have done that, I would not have become the woman that I am who attracted him. There were so many things about me that I needed to shed, things that needed to change, things that I needed to become better at in order for me to be the woman that I am now. And so I just want you to know that every single day, it will count for something. And there's going to come a time when you are looking back and thinking about every single day, and you're going to realize that it was all worth it. And even if you wouldn't do it again, you'll still be able to look back with admiration for what that time built in you. Because just like you need to be a certain version of yourself to attract him, he also has to go through his growing season so that he can be the right man for you. And if you rush that process, you miss each other. So trust in the divine unfolding and trust that every single thing is unfolding perfectly, because it may not be in your time frame, but it is in God's time frame. And he always has impeccable, perfect timing. And even if God isn't your jam, the source, the universe, whomever it is that you believe in, trust that every single thing is unfolding for your highest good. Ooh, friend, as if I didn't already do it, let me pour into you again real quick. Before we go any further, let me just say this to you. The woman who has been carrying this quietly, the one who puts on a good face and shows up and does the thing, but in the private moments when her heart is quiet, She has been wondering if she's going to make it on the other side of this. Friend, I see you. And I need you to really hear this with your whole heart. You are not falling behind. You're falling forward. Every stumble, every moment of uncertainty, every day that felt like nothing was moving, it was all moving forward. You don't feel the earth rotating, but it is. And that's the same thing that's happening with your growth. You just couldn't see it from inside of the renovation. The woman you're becoming, she's real and she's close. She's being built right now in the quiet of this season. And she's going to be worth every single uncomfortable day you spent becoming her. So grant yourself some grace, friend. Give yourself some credit for still being here, still doing the work, still showing up, even when it's hard. That is not small. That is everything. And I'm so, so proud of you. And I'm cheering for you with everything that I have. So good. Okay, friend, if this episode spoke to something in your heart today, I need you to do a few things for me. First, make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss an episode, because we're building something so special here and you don't want to miss out on what's coming. Second, share this episode with a woman in your life who is also in her in-between season. The one who needs to be reminded she's not behind, she is becoming. She needs to hear this today. And drop me a comment and tell me, what is your in-between season building in you right now? I genuinely want to know, and I read every single one. I will be cheering for you loud and obnoxiously right on the sidelines. And as always, friend, remember, you are the main character of your life. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode.